To Richard Nixon or JFK. Like I said, originally Richard Nixon or JFK had basically come into existence as Jesus or the creator or something like that, and people had his life forms had supposedly adapted him to make him more attractive and blah 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 blah, and so women would love him. I don't really know. I really don't consider JFK particularly attractive personally myself. Whatever, with his voice or whatever, which is supposed to be like silk or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy stupid. Anyway, though, but like I said, that's also why they want to make sure buck teeth and all that stuff. And oh no, don't believe me. Like I say, what showing being buck tooth or whatever, anyway, whatever, stupid. Technically, I invented braces, by the way, too, because I was like, well, people ask me blah blah blah, and I said, well, actually, you could actually the tooth really isn't like it's not like a hard what's called. It's basically just floating in the gums. It's all like technically it's almost like a separate thing. So that grows or whatever, and they're like, oh, so we can move. It's like, yeah, you can move teeth. You should be able to just slowly move them around pretty far, if anything. And even the jaw is people. I was like, well, the bones regrow. They will fill in the gaps. A long time ago, they were making people taller and shorter and stuff like that. And like I said, and we were working on the spiral fracture. The spiral fracture is one of the hardest fractures to heal. Usually they would just have to amputate if there's a spiral fracture. So, and like I said, I had medical people working on trying to get the spiral fracture to whatever. But like I said, but the thing is, you have to cut it all open it up, and that's where the Chinese vivisection comes in. And the Chinese vivisection might have been learned from a German vivisection or whatever. But that basically means you slice it open it up to the air, and like go in there and slowly put all the pieces back together and try to get them to glue, and then hopefully. So anyway, it's a really really hard procedure. Anyway, usually you just have to amputate in the old days. But like I said, with my doctors and everything else, like I said, I was paying for a lot of medicine, a lot of training of doctors and everything else like that. And so slowly but surely, from Germany to Europe, and besides, like I say, I mean, lots of, I had lots of doctors and stuff like that, and they should have actually been. There should be photographs of them as well. The first people that did this and first people that did that. But I don't know. Like I said, Richard Nixon or John McCain, they're trying to cover it all up and say that it was America, but it was like the best medicine in the world was in Germany and also other places. Like China too. Like we were trying to get it, and people used to go to Germany for the medicine and all that other stuff, and then teaching other people as well. So, like I said, sharing of knowledge and helping other people to learn how to do things. That's, like I said, that's why I didn't hold anything back. I didn't hide anything. Like, you know, I figure we all rise together. And like I said, I used to send life forms all the time. I used to raise all kinds of life forms up. I raised up the 1.5s, the exoskeletons, and was working on the human race and anyone. It's like, yeah, well, you know, anyway, so whatever. Just helping more people to be greater. So there's a lot more stuff out there in the universe. Like I said, I mean, it's like, yeah, well, whatever, I mean, your life forms. I was a computer or whatever. you know. Like I'd say a lot of times too. I mean, you're only as good as your life forms. You're only as good as the team behind you. So, if you're psychotic and stupid and shoot your own counsel, black people, then you're not going to be very good, and you're not really going to get all that far. So, but like I say, if you photograph and pay and help your own counsel and help your own people, then you'll go farther. And that was basically what I did. Lucifer Royce Lines, like I said, I valued my people and cared about my people. We treated our people right, and I wanted, even animals, like and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't really look down on other life forms. I mean, I'm the great Lucifer star. And technically, a lot of people would say, well, they're all expendable. It's like, no, they're not. They're my people of Earth. They're my, like I said, my wonderful Germans and my wonderful scientists, my wonderful actors. You're not really expendable just because I'm the great Lucifer star. It's like, doesn't mean, you're still my people. You're still my people in America. You're still my people around the world. So, anyway, whatever. That's why, so. Anyway, it gets complicated and everything else like that. But, so. And like I say, I know, I was getting fussy because, it kind of sucked because, well, like I say, all the coaches, all the wonderful coaches, all the different, all the epic ships. But, I was actually just happy to invent and build the steamships. Now, like I said, I really wanted to see one of my epic cruise ships. Like, it really sucks to be the great, owner of the LS shipyard in Belfast and all that other stuff. And but I mean, that's why another reason why my people took pictures of everything. Because they wanted me to see, what was done. They wanted me to know or remember. And it's like, yeah, they were beautiful, weren't they? I was hoping they would be color photographs, and there might be some color photographs of the ships. They were gorgeous. Like I said, I had 35,000 or 50. I used to know all the numbers for how many wood carvers I had, how many stonemasons. Like I said, that's why some of the bridges were wrapped in stone, is because I had all these stone carvers, and it's like, they wouldn't be paid otherwise, if I didn't use them. So I had like 5,000 stone carvers, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? You're fired. Oh, well, bye. I guess you're going to starve now. It's like, no. So, and some other people, I actually picked up new stone carvers, from it because, we had them do this great big bridge, and then we had them do a couple other bridges, and they look really good. They're white stone bridges or whatever. So anyway, though, but yeah. Anyway, so a lot of my projects, I was always including, and it's just printed money or just mined gold or metal. So yeah, but yeah, that's how I ended up building so many bridges too, is because I had all these people, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? Fire them? Not pay them? It's like, so I found things for them to do. Go build a bridge here, go build a bridge there, and like I said, plus like I said, I was building cars, so then people, vroom, vroom, oh, look at the beautiful bridge. It's like, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyway, yeah. So we just kind of kept building and stuff. Anyway, so yeah. Yep. So now you can know the great and powerful Lucifer Star. Well, and it would have been better, but like I said, I had Jimmy Carter and Richard Nixon and some seriously psychotic people, like I said, and like they would kill anyone if they had known where I was. They would have nuked, they would have nuked or carpet bomb all of Santa Barbara. They had known exactly where I was and been able to confirm it. Like I said, they burned up. They carpet bombed and burnt and attacked all of Germany just because they thought I was there. Well, guess again, not there anymore. Oh well, I was there. Yeah, whatever. So now you know. And knowing is half the battle. I hope in hindsight how many rich people or how many powerful people or how many whatever. Well, no one's really powerful. Just because you have 5,000 people working for you doesn't make you powerful. I owned all of the Renault manufacturing plant, and I was able to make tanks. But that doesn't mean one person can't walk through a town and kill all your head people. Or kill everyone in your assembly plant. So there are no really powerful people. And it's no way to live anyway. It's not okay. It sucks to have to live in fear. So, anyway. Yeah. Oops. Boom. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, whatever. So I had to go in hiding for a while, whatever. Oh well. Meanwhile, a bunch of people said, "Oh yeah, that looks good, yeah," to a bunch of girls on stage and had them and went back to their rooms afterwards and then tried to have sex with them. Oh, it's so stupid. Whatever. Here I am, Lucifer Star, builder of 15,000 ship types, leader of so many nations, builder of the most elegant ships and bridges. Oh, well. Whatever. Anyway, like I would say to people, at least I was epic. Oh, I was mad. They're trying to stick me in a box or something like that. I was like, at least I was epic. Because they were talking shit to me, and I was like, at least I was epic. You know, pissed me off. Whatever. Anyway, though, but I love the ships. They were awesome. They still are awesome. And like I said, the sail power ships, the sail power cruise ships were the most popular, by the way. And made lots of money because they would sail for free. Free for hundreds of years, thousands of years. So I was rich a couple hundred times over, really. Anyway, so whatever. Anyway. Had a lot of really good crew members. So, yeah, you know, whatever.